Welcome, everyone. In this video, we'll perform revenue testing with the support of the Excel agent. I already have the work paper set up in Excel. For this example, we're using 2 revenue samples, but you can add as many samples as required based on your sampling approach and audit scope. I've also imported all relevant supporting documents into the workbook, including invoices and shipping documentation. Now, let's initiate the Excel agent. Before running the agent, we first need to clearly instruct it on what procedures to perform. For this use case, I'm splitting the testing into 2 parts: reconciliation and investigation. I've written detailed procedure instructions and prompted the agent to execute them. As shown on screen, the agent is now thinking, meaning it has started processing the instructed procedure. While the agent is running, let's walk through what we are testing. Here are the instructions I provided to the agent to perform revenue testing. The procedure begins with reconciliation by tracing each selected sample to supporting evidence. This includes verifying the invoice number, invoice date, and the relevant line item amount, not the invoice total, against the revenue listing, and then validating the shipping support by confirming the shipping document number and extracting the shipping date. Next, investigation procedures are performed to assess cutoff and payment accuracy. The shipping date is compared to the invoice date to confirm goods were shipped within 5 days, with conditional formatting applied: green if compliant, red if not. And any variances between the bank statement payment amount and the revenue listing amount are investigated and documented using SNPs, including a brief explanation. The agent performs a final review to correct any errors and ensure outputs comply with the documented procedure. In future runs, we can also prompt the agent to read and execute the procedure directly to the worksheet where instructions are documented, which makes the workflow even more scalable. Once the agent completes processing, it will generate a summary of what it intends to document. At this point, you should review the summary carefully. If any steps need adjustment, you can provide additional instructions before documentation begins. In this example, I'm going to add one additional instruction. I want the agent to also include bank statement reconciliation alongside the invoice and shipping documentation. Now the agent will incorporate the additional instruction and provide a revised summary. Once reviewed, I'll confirm to proceed. You can also respond in different languages. After confirmation, the agent begins execution and documents the results directly in the Excel workbook using SNPs. Once the testing is completed, the agent generates a final summary of the work performed. As we can see, the working paper is now complete. The SNPs are added and linked to supporting documents. Each SNP takes us directly to the source evidence for review. The procedure outputs are documented consistently. The agent has also calculated the payment difference and included a short explanation, as required under the investigation procedure. Finally, the shipping date is highlighted in green, confirming that the goods were shipped within 5 days of the invoice date, supporting our cutoff validation. Please review the entire documentation made and use professional judgment to validate the output. This is also enabled by our AI principle, human-in-the-loop approach. We ensure that you remain in full control of what the AI does, what it reviews, what it produces, and how it reaches its conclusions, so you can confidently apply professional judgment. Overall, this procedure is completed efficiently using the Excel agent, allowing audit and finance professionals to focus on review, validation, and professional judgment, rather than executing repetitive testing steps manually. Thanks for watching this video.